The Red Sea, a vital waterway connecting Asia and Europe, has long been a crossroads of commerce, culture, and conflict. For centuries, its strategic location has made it a coveted prize for empires and a lifeline for global trade. Every year, billions of dollars worth of goods pass through these waters, making the Red Sea one of the most important maritime corridors in the world. But beneath the surface of this bustling trade route, tensions have simmered for years as regional powers vie for influence and control. In March 2025, these tensions erupted into open conflict, transforming the Red Sea into a battleground. The world watched as the familiar sight of cargo ships and oil tankers was replaced by the ominous presence of warships, bristling with weapons and ready for battle. The stakes could not have been higher, as the security of international shipping lanes and the stability of the entire region hung in the balance. It was the Houthi rebels, emboldened by Iranian support, who struck first. In a meticulously planned and daring assault, they launched a barrage of missiles and drones at United States Navy ships patrolling the area. The attack was not only a demonstration of their growing military capabilities, but also a bold statement of defiance against Western influence in the region. The world was stunned by the audacity and precision of the strike. This was far more than just an attack on American military might. It was a direct challenge to the established world order and the rules that have governed international waters for decades. The message was clear. No power, not even the United States, was immune from the shifting dynamics of the Middle East. The United States, though caught off guard by the scale and coordination of the assault, was not unprepared. Within hours, American forces launched a swift and overwhelming counterattack. Tomahawk missiles streaked across the sky, targeting rebel positions and command centers with pinpoint accuracy. The world watched in awe as the U.S. Navy demonstrated its formidable power, determined to reassert control and protect its interests. But this was not simply about retaliation. The American response was carefully calculated to send a message, not just to the Houthis and their Iranian backers, but to every nation watching from afar. America would not tolerate threats to its interests, its allies, or the freedom of navigation in these critical waters. The eyes of the world were fixed on the Red Sea, eager to see how the United States would navigate this latest and most dangerous challenge. The outcome of this confrontation would have far-reaching consequences, not just for the immediate region, but for the global balance of power. The stability of the Middle East, the security of international shipping, and the credibility of American deterrence all hung in the balance. Every move was scrutinized, every decision weighed for its potential to tip the scales toward peace or further chaos. In the end, this was more than just a military operation. It was a defining test of American resolve on the global stage, a moment that would shape the future of the Red Sea and the world for years to come. The Houthi rebels, a battle-hardened group with a history of challenging international powers, have long been a formidable force in Yemen's ongoing conflict. Emerging from years of war and hardship, they have developed a reputation for resilience and tactical ingenuity, often surprising their adversaries with bold maneuvers. Their struggle is not just for survival, but for influence and recognition on the world stage. In the volatile waters of the Red Sea, a region marked by strategic shipping lanes and international tension, the Houthis saw a unique opportunity. The Red Sea is not only a vital artery for global trade, but also a flashpoint where regional rivalries and global interests collide. For the Houthis, it was the perfect stage to make a statement that would echo far beyond Yemen's borders. They believed that a surprise attack on a high-value target like the USS Harry S. Truman Carrier Strike Group would send shockwaves through the region and beyond. The carrier, a symbol of American military might, represented both a tactical and psychological target. Striking at such a formidable force, the Houthis hoped, would demonstrate their reach and send a clear message to both their enemies and potential allies. Their goal was twofold. First, to showcase their growing military capabilities, including their ability to launch sophisticated attacks using advanced weaponry and tactics. By doing so, they aimed to boost their standing among other regional actors and inspire fear in their adversaries. Second, they sought to undermine American influence in the region, challenging the perception of U.S. invulnerability and attempting to shift the balance of power. The Houthis believed that a successful strike would weaken American resolve and embolden other groups to resist U.S. presence. The Houthis, emboldened by their previous successes against Saudi Arabia and its allies, felt confident in their ability to challenge even the most powerful military in the world. They underestimated the technological superiority of the U.S. Navy, which boasts some of the most advanced defense systems and intelligence capabilities on the planet. They also failed to anticipate the unwavering resolve and professionalism of American sailors, who are trained to respond to threats with precision and determination, no matter the odds. This miscalculation would prove to be a costly mistake for the Houthi rebels, as their bold gamble set in motion a chain of events that would reshape the balance of power in the region and leave lasting consequences for all involved. As the clock ticked past midnight on March 16, 2025, a tense silence hung over the dark waters of the Red Sea. The world was watching, holding its breath, as the United States Navy prepared to respond to a series of escalating attacks that had threatened vital shipping lanes and put American assets at risk. The moment was heavy with anticipation, every second stretching out as the final orders were relayed across the fleet. The tension was palpable, but so was the sense of purpose. The United States Navy was about to launch its counterattack, a response that would reverberate far beyond the region. At the heart of this operation were two formidable Arleigh Burke-class destroyers, the USS Stout and the USS Jason Dunham. As the order was given, their vertical launch systems roared to life, sending a barrage of Tomahawk cruise missiles arcing into the night sky. The launches were a display of both technological prowess and military resolve, each missile representing a calculated strike against enemy positions. These Tomahawk missiles, renowned for their pinpoint accuracy and long range, streaked across the horizon toward their targets. Moments later, powerful explosions lit up the coastline as the missiles slammed into Houthi naval facilities. The strikes were devastating, crippling key infrastructure and severely limiting the Houthis' ability to coordinate or launch further attacks from the coast. The opening salvo of Tomahawk strikes was not just a show of force, it was the first move in a meticulously planned campaign. The barrage was designed to overwhelm enemy defenses, disrupt command and control, and set the stage for follow-on operations. Each missile launch was a message in itself. The United States was prepared to act decisively and with overwhelming power. Most importantly, the Tomahawk strikes achieved their immediate objective, neutralizing the threat to the U.S. fleet and restoring security to the region's vital sea lanes. With the enemy's coastal launch sites in ruins, American warships could now operate with greater freedom, paving the way for a sustained counteroffensive and reaffirming the Navy's commitment to maintaining stability in these contested waters. As dawn approached, the United States Air Force joined the fray. B-1 Lancer bombers, operating from Incirlik Air Base in Turkey, unleashed a volley of AGM-158 JAS-SM missiles. These long-range, stealthy weapons targeted a key Houthi UAV base, effectively crippling their drone capabilities. The B-1 strikes demonstrated the United States military's ability to project power over vast distances. The Houthis, caught off guard by the speed and ferocity of the American response, found their air defenses overwhelmed. Their hopes of a swift and decisive victory were quickly dashed as the full might of the United States military was brought to bear. With the initial wave of attacks completed, the United States Navy focused on degrading the Houthis' ability to wage war. F-35 Sea Lightning II fighters, launched from the deck of the USS Harry S. Truman, carried out precision strikes on two Houthi weapons storage facilities in the Marib Governorate. These strikes, carried out with pinpoint accuracy, dealt a significant blow to the Houthis' logistical capabilities. They also showcased the F-35C's ability to operate effectively in contested airspace, further cementing its reputation as the world's most advanced fighter jet. The Houthis, now reeling from the relentless American assault, were forced to reconsider their strategy. The Houthis, determined to inflict losses on the United States Navy, launched a wave of ballistic and cruise missiles towards the USS Gettysburg, a guided missile cruiser. The ship's Aegis combat system, a sophisticated network of radars and missiles, sprang into action. The crew of the USS Gettysburg, well-trained and prepared for such an attack, remained calm under pressure. They followed their training to the letter, launching SM-2 missiles to intercept the incoming threats. The Aegis system, renowned for its accuracy and reliability, proved its worth once again, shooting down every single missile before they could reach their target. With the Houthi offensive effectively neutralized, the United States military shifted its focus to disrupting the enemy's command and control structure. GBU-53 Stormbreaker bombs, guided by tri-mode seekers, were used to destroy Houthi mobile command posts, crippling their ability to coordinate attacks. These precision strikes, combined with attacks on Houthi training camps by P-8 Poseidon aircraft, further eroded the enemy's ability to wage war. The message was clear. The United States possessed the intelligence and firepower to target its enemies wherever they hid. The United States Navy's response to the Houthi attack was swift, decisive, and overwhelming. It demonstrated the continued importance of naval power in the 21st century and the United States military's ability to adapt to new threats. The Houthis, having suffered heavy losses, were forced to retreat, their hopes of undermining American influence in the region dashed. The conflict in the Red Sea served as a stark reminder that the world remains a dangerous place, and that the United States must be prepared to defend its interests and its allies around the globe.